AITA for telling my wife that her sister has been making comments about our marriage to mutual friends, after she asked me to let it go for years. My sister-in-law has never liked me. I have known this since before my wife and I married. What I have discovered over the past 3 years is that her dislike has not been passive. She has been actively disparaging our marriage, our relationship, and me personally, to mutual friends, at family events, and in conversations that have been reported back to me by at least 4 people. My wife knew and repeatedly asked me to ignore it. Last month she found out the extent of it from someone else, and she could not ignore it anymore. I want to tell you who Sasha is before I tell you what she did, because I think it is important that you understand this is not a family conflict born of mutual misunderstanding. Sasha is my wife's older sister. She is charismatic, socially dominant, and accustomed to being the most important person in any room she is in. When my wife Priya and I began our relationship, 7 years ago, Sasha was civil to me in the specific way that someone is civil when they are waiting for a situation to resolve itself. When we announced our engagement, she pulled Priya aside for what Priya described to me as a conversation about whether she was sure. Priya married me. Sasha was a bridesmaid. She gave a speech that was complimentary to Priya and contained exactly 3 sentences about me, 2 of which were jokes. For 3 years I have been told, by friends and family members who consider it their place to keep me informed, that Sasha regularly makes comments about our marriage. The comments vary in specifics but share a consistent theme: that Priya settled, that I am not what she deserves, that the marriage is a phase Priya will eventually outgrow. I told Priya about these comments early on. She heard me, she believed me, and she asked me to ignore Sasha because engaging with it only made things worse. She said Sasha would come around. She said Sasha loved her, and this was an expression of overprotection, not malice. I did my best to ignore it for 3 years. Last month, a close friend of Priya's, someone Sasha had apparently assumed was a safe audience, told Priya directly, unprompted, that she was uncomfortable with how often and how specifically Sasha spoke about Priya's marriage when Priya wasn't present. She gave Priya 3 specific examples from recent months. Priya came home and told me what she had heard. I sat down and told her everything I had been told over 3 years. Am I the asshole for telling her when she had asked me to let it go? Update, 2 months later. Priya confronted Sasha. I was not present for this and I did not ask to be. It was between them and I thought it should stay between them. Sasha's response was to deny the specific comments, and then, when denied became untenable, to reframe them, to say that her concern for Priya had been mischaracterized, that she had always wanted what was best for Priya, that people had taken things out of context. Priya told me Sasha had not apologized. She told me Sasha had pivoted from denial to justification without passing through accountability. Priya is not in contact with Sasha at the moment. This is her decision, and I have tried very hard not to influence it. It is her sister, and I know what losing a sibling relationship costs, even a difficult one. What she said to me, after the confrontation, was something I did not expect. She said, "I'm sorry I asked you to ignore it. I think I already knew and I didn't want to know." She said, "Thank you for telling me when I finally asked." I did not say, "I told you 3 years ago." I said, "I know. It's okay." I meant both of those things. NTA or ITA, should he have told her sooner or respected her request to let it go? Comment below.